Hello, church. My name is Tony, and I serve at the Hot Springs campus. This week, we've been studying the eyes of Jesus on his way to the cross and those he affected. This is Thursday, the Thursday before Resurrection Sunday. Jesus knew his crucifixion was coming. He's in his final hours, his final 24 hours. Wow, think about that a moment. What if you were told that? What would you do? Several things come to my mind, and I'm sure yours as well. On this Thursday evening, though, he celebrates the final Passover with his disciples, his final meal with friends, even Judas, the one that's going to betray him. During this time, knowing about what he's about to go through on the cross, he chooses to stop and serve his disciples. He had already had a time of communion with them, but he takes it further in taking the role of a servant to wash their feet. He knelt down on the floor and washed his friends' feet. He was their teacher and their Lord, yet he washed their feet. Washing of feet was an extraordinary display of humility. Washing of feet was normally done by the lowest level servant, the lowest of the low. C.S. Lewis would say, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. This humbled Jesus' heart. Humble hearts open up the doorway for God. I've been blessed to wash someone's feet, and I've been blessed to have my feet washed. It is definitely humbling, and the love of God just pours out whether you're giving or receiving. While he was washing feet, he gave this command, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just as I have loved you. You are also to love one another. Serving others opens up your heart for God's love in your life. God said, if you love me, serve other people. This really raised the definition of love to a new and higher standard. John 13:3-4 says, when you serve someone, God gives you his purpose, not just any purpose, his purpose. Jesus tells Peter and the other disciples, I have given you an example that you also should do just as I have done to you. As believers, we're also under the instructions to serve others, no matter our role or title in the church. If the Savior King can be facing the cross and choose to stop and serve someone else, why do we believe we're too busy to serve? It's easier to talk about serving than to actually serve in the day-to-day, though. I think sometimes we see a need, but we say, I'm not doing that. I'm too busy. Maybe we see a need, but pride gets in the way. It's not about the action, it's about the attitude. Serving is not what I do, it's who I am. And when you can say that, it just changes everything. When you serve others, God changes lives. The first one he changes is yours. There's a thrill of being used by God. God's purpose for your life is to serve other people. He even loved his enemies, and he calls us to show the love to those who don't appear to deserve it. Are we observing Christ's new command to love, especially those who deserve it the least? Remember that he even served Judas, the one that would betray him. Have you ever had someone hurt you, someone let you down? I have, and I'm sure you can say the same thing. When you serve someone, God breaks the power of the enemy over you. We can all think of ways to serve our church, and those are so important, but my challenge to you today is how you serve outside the walls of your church. At your work, is there a task that you feel is beneath you that is outside of your job description that you could do today to serve someone else? Here at the church, I had a brother tell me that he wanted to get to know his neighbor. He knew he wanted this man in his life. And so what he started doing on trash day, when the trash can had been emptied, he takes it from the curb up the man's driveway to his home. This act created a conversation. This conversation with this man created a relationship. The relationship turned into a godly friendship, just by that simple act of serving someone else. Look for a way to serve someone today. Picking up someone's dishes after dinner for them, holding the door open for someone, paying for the person behind you in the drive-thru, or something else. Invest in others today and give back. See a need and meet it. Love like Jesus. Have a blessed day.